G'day ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board Qantas Flight 244, service to Melbourne from Sydney. Today's flight time should be 1 hour and 10 minutes. We're just going to request clearance now, so we're going to listen to the ATIS on 126.25.
29 knots, gusting 39 knots. Visibility, Capo K. Temperature 18. QNH 1012. On first start with Sydney Tower or approach, notify receipt of Foxtrot. Sydney Terminal information Foxtrot, expect independent visual approach runway 25 for arrivals and departures. Wind 280 degrees, 29 knots, gusting 39 knots. Visibility, Capo K. Temperature 18. QNH 1012. On first start with Sydney Tower or approach, notify receipt of Foxtrot. Sydney Terminal information Foxtrot, expect independent visual approach runway 25.
Okay, we've got information Foxtrot. Wind is updated wind is 260 at 28 knots, gusting 45 knots. Pretty breezy out there, trust me, it's alive. I'm sitting at home and it's blowing a gale. Cabo K, severe turbulence below 5,000 feet. So we'll go ahead and start programming the FMC, YSSY. Just to fill you guys in, we're carrying a zero fuel weight of 50.9, 100 passengers on board, and 2,300 kilos of cargo. Fuel for today is we've got 5,286 kilograms of fuel with 1.6 in reserves. So that's a total fuel of 2 hours and 35 minutes. So we've got flight from Sydney to Melbourne. Qantas 244. Should be runway 25. Departure will definitely be the Sydney 4 departure. Runway 25. Vectors to Wollongong. Wollongong NDB. From Wollongong, direct to Razzie. From Wollongong direct to Razzie, and from Razzie we take the Q29 airway to Lizzie. Obviously the south one, and then we take the Lizzie so it'll be ILS 27 and will be the Lizzie Zulu, yeah, Lizzie 7 Zulu arrival. So activate, execute. Just confirm this contact Sydney approach on 124.4. Sydney approach, g'day, Qantas 244 requesting clearance to Melbourne.
Qantas 244, you're cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong planned routes. Initial climb 5,000. Runway 25, Sydney 5 departure. Sport code is 4014, and departures with me.
Okay, Qantas 244 is cleared to Melbourne via Wollongong planned route, maintain 5,000. Runway 25, Wollongong 9 departure. Sydney 4 departure, sorry. Squawk 4014 and departures with you on 1244.
Qantas 244.
Yes, I am familiar with the area. I'm also a controller times, that's why it's always Wollongong 9 departure. Performance initialization, 0 fuel weight of 51. We've got reserves of 1.6. Cost index. Just looking at the flight plan, 33. We'll actually go flight level 390. Transition altitude in Australia is 10,000 feet. Execute. Flaps 5 for departure. Center of gravity is 21.7, which gives us a trim of 4.74. 4.74 set. So our takeoff speeds, V1 125, rotate at 126, safe climb out V2 speed of 139. Enter that into the MCP. Runway 25, just having a look at the Sydney for departure. Sydney 5 departure now, updated. Is heading of 242. Initial climb is 5,000. And squawk code is 4014.
TCAS test pass.
Flight directors can come on. Will be LNAV and VNAV for departure, or the other way around. Moving down. Brakes, auto brakes set to RTO. Engine status. Set up the main panel. We are ready for push and start. Which way we have to face? Face right.
On 463, you're leaving my airspace to the north, no further ATC available. Monaco Unicom 122.8, go.
122.8, corner 643, have a good day.
Good night.
Qantas 244 is ready for push and start.
Qantas 244, push and start approved.
Push and start approved, Qantas 244. Push and start is approved. Face right, 90 degrees.
And ground, cockpit.
Hi, Captain.
We're all set to go up here. We've been cleared to push and start at your discretion.
Roger that, ready for push. Power and air are clear, doors closed. We are ready for pushback. Please parking brake, please.
Okay, parking brake is off, clear to push.
Fuel pumps on.
Brakes off, big window.
Packs off. Ready for start. Engine mode selector number 2 to ground. N2 rising. Oil pressure rising. 20% N2. Engine number 2 stable. Engine 1 mode selector to ground. %of 2.
Push is complete. Set parking brake, please.
Alright, brakes are set and pressure's normal.
Okay, sir. Tow bar is on. Pin is out. Watch for the pin on the right.
Alright guys, thanks. You're cleared to disconnect. We will be watching for the pin and the release from guidance on the right side of the airplane, and we'll see you guys next time through.
Roger that. Have a good flight.
We can transfer the systems to the engines. APU is coming off. APU is off. APU bleed is off. Packs back to automatic. Cabin ready. Engines are stable. Flight controls. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Full back. Full forward. Neutral. Rudder, full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls are checked. Okay, after start checklist. Engine generators are on. Probe heat is on. Anti-ice is required. It's not required for today. Engine bleeds are on. Pack set to automatic. ISO valves auto. APU bleed is off. APU is off. External lights, taxi lights can come on. And runway turn-off lights. We'll wait for the external lights until we're on the active. Master caution light. Flight controls. Yaw damper can come on. Master caution light is off. Recall check, clear items. After start checklist complete, let's go contact approach for our taxi clearance. Qantas 244 ready for taxi with information Foxtrot.
Qantas 244, taxi Viber to the Echo holding point, runway 25.
Taxi via Golf to the Echo holding point, runway 25, Qantas 244. Okay, before taxi checklist, taxi clearance received. We'll go straight ahead here left on Golf and the Echo holding point all the way down the end at runway 25, off in that direction behind that terminal. Ground crew is clear, all equipment is gone. Taxi speed. Okay, we're ready for taxi. Parking brake released. Flaps set to 5 for departure. Brake test. Yep. Confirming where we are. This is Golf. It's different to real world, so it's a little bit confusing. This is Golf here. Auto throttle can come on. Really? Nice one, mate. Nice one. What on earth? Okay. Echo, we need to go to the left. Is Echo holding point runway 25. TCAS, TARA. TCAS is on. Taxi lights are off. External landing lights are on. Before takeoff checklist, master caution light is off. Recall checked. Clear of items. Flight controls checked. Flaps 5 set for departure checked. Trim set 4.7. Flight directors on. Takeoff briefing complete. Let's request takeoff clearance. Approach. Qantas 244 holding point Echo runway 25 is ready for takeoff.
Qantas 244, assign left heading 190, runway 25, cleared for takeoff, contact me airborne.
Cleared for takeoff 25 and we'll contact you airborne, Qantas 244. Okay, takeoff clearance, before takeoff.
And Qantas 244, just confirm you got the heading left to 190 after takeoff.
Left was it to 190 after takeoff for Qantas 244? Left 190 after takeoff. Okay. Before takeoff checklist below the line. Takeoff clearance obtained. Strobe lights are on. Wing lights on. Landing lights on. Runway turn-off lights on. Engine start switches. Engine start switches set continuous. Auto throttle is armed. Transponders TARA. We are ready to go. %, and 1. Stable, toga. Rotate.
D1.
Positive rate, gear up. Flaps 2. Left to 190. Departures, g'day, Qantas 244 passing through 2000 for 5000.
Qantas 244, g'day, identify, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Qantas 244. 280. Flaps up. .280 set. See where he's in a vector. There's Wollongong over there. Gear off. Up and off. Auto brakes are off. Cloudy. There's Bondi Beach off to our left. After takeoff checklist, gear is up and off, auto brakes are off, engine starters, engine mode selector is off, autopilot navigation modes, for the moment we have heading select of 190 which will track us to Wollongong. Get our vertical navigation here. Which will take us to Wollongong. From Wollongong I think we'll take LNAV all the way to Melbourne. MCP altitude set, flight level 280.
And Qantas 244, resume navigation, position 30 miles to the north of Wollongong, track direct Wollongong, planned route.
Track direct Wollongong, planned route, Qantas 244. Direct Wollongong. Execute. Okay, we can select LNAV now. Passing through 10,000, altimeter to standard. external lights are off, coming off.
In all stations, information Gulf is now current. The wind's 280 degrees, 33 knots. Visibility cover okay. Temperature 18, QNH 1012. That's information Gulf.
Climb checklist, VNAV engaged as appropriate, 10,000 feet, seatbelt signs have come off, lights have come off, transition altitude we've passed, and we've set altimeters to standard. Checklist complete. Next checklist is cruise. Next frequency will be Unicom 122.8. Set flight level 380 as we're continuing our navigation. Or 390, sorry.
Course 244, you're leaving my airspace to the south. There are no further ATC services available. We'll see you come 122.
Unicom 122.8. Thank you so much for the ATC. Have a good afternoon, sir.
You too.
122.8, and now I can go to the bathroom. Oh, I really need it. Melbourne Centre, g'day, Qantas 244 with you at flight level 390.
Qantas 244, g'day, Melbourne Centre. Maintain flight level 390.
Say again please for Qantas 244.
Qantas 244, good afternoon, Melbourne Centre. Maintain flight level 390.
Maintain 390, Qantas 244. Qantas 244, go ahead.
Qantas 244, as far as Lizzie 8 Alpha arrival, runway 27, maintain flight level 390.
Was that star clearance for Qantas 244 and maintain flight level 390?
Qantas 244, if you could just let me know, just repeat the star name and the runway, thanks, so I know that you've received it okay.
Lizzie 8 Zulu, arrival runway 27.
Qantas 244, yeah, I was offering the Lizzie 8 Alpha, which is the ILS approach, but if you'd the INAV approach, I can change that to a Lizzie 8 Zulu, let me know, thanks.
We'll take the Lizzie 8 Alpha, that'll be great, thank you for Qantas 244.
Yeah, Lizzie 8 Alpha, runway 27, thanks.
Okay, we'll update that to the Lizzie 8 Alpha. I was kind of improvising on the spot there, I had no idea what he said. It's 7 on here, Lizzie 7 Alpha, runway 27, ILS 27, execute. Okay, so let's go, since we're close to our top of descent, we'll go through the arrival. Okay, Lizzie 8 Alpha. From Lizzie, we'll track heading of 225 to I believe Mate. We'll take 225 to Mate, and at Mate we want to be at or below 9,000, and our indicated airspeed has to be at 230 knots. From Mate we turn right to a heading of 251, where we go to EP, which is the point of intercept for our ILS approach. So from EP, we'll intercept the localizer at 3,000 at the EP NDB, and our course for arrival will be 263, so we can set that in now. Whoopsie daisies. .263 is set for the heading. We got minimums of 610, barometric minimums, and our airfield elevation is 434, so we should have 450 up there. 450 is set. Go ahead and set the minimums to 610. We're approximately 35 miles out from our top of descent, so a little bit earlier, but oh well. Better to be prepared. .610 set. We'll tune into the YMML Melbourne ATIS on 132.7 now.
Feet scattered 4,000 feet. Temperature 14 QNH1012 on first contact with Melbourne ground or approach. Notify receipt of November. Melbourne terminal information. November. Expect instrument approach. Runway 27. Wind 280 degrees 12 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Cloud view 3,400 feet. Scattered 4,300 feet. Scattered 4,000 feet. Temperature 14 QNH1012 on first contact with Melbourne, ground or
Okay, so we've got information November for Melbourne. We'll expect ILS 27, we already got that. Wind is at 280, 12 knots, so it should be pretty much a headwind, no crosswinds at all at 12 knots. Visibility greater than 10 kilometers. Temperature 14, not icing conditions, and QNH 1012.
Qantas 244, when ready, descend to flight level 210.
When ready, down to flight level 210, Qantas 244. Just for your information, our top of descent is about 20 miles.
Qantas 244, thanks.
Okay, when we get to our top of descent, we'll go down to 210. We can set them now and VNAV will take it down for us. Oops. 210 is set. Set 1012 on the standby altimeter. 1012 is ready. Frequency for the ILS is 109.3. Set. So cruise checklist, before descent checklist, flight plan progress is monitored. Arrival procedure is selected. We're taking the Lizzie 7 Alpha to runway 27 where we'll take the ILS approach. Legs page is checked for consistency. There are no discontinuities. Descent profile is verified. We can have a look at our descent profile on the navigation on this screen here. Destination weather is updated. Wind 280, 12 knots, temperature 14, visibility greater than 10 kilometers, QNH 1012. All necessary information has been entered. Before descent checklist complete. We should be getting our descent very shortly. Just looking at our progress, we should be landing in Melbourne with 2,500 kilograms of fuel on board, which is almost a ton over our reserves, so that's good. And we're 129 nautical miles from Melbourne at the moment. Okay, that's how descent started. Down to 210. Transition altitude is 10,000 feet. Just saw a Melbourne Tower pop up there on my squawk box. Maybe someone's trying to connect. It's no longer there. Hopefully they get there before we arrive. Although knowing my luck, they'll probably be there the moment I touch down.
Qantas 244, descend to 9000, QNH 1012.
Down to 9000, QNH 1012, Qantas 244. Down to 9000. Further descent. Nine 1,000 set. Got quite a crosswind. Look where we're pointing and look where we're heading.
Melbourne Centre, Qantas 084, 2400, sugar 8000.
Qantas 084, good afternoon, Melbourne Centre. Qantas flight level 370.
370, Qantas 084.
Qantas 084, can you accept a star for your arrival in Melbourne, or will you need vectors?
Yes, I can accept
Qantas 084, you can expect that approaching a beam Albury on your way down to Melbourne. Qantas 84, I'll give you your star when you get a bit closer to Melbourne.
Melbourne approach is online. And Melbourne Tower, that's helpful. And they both have the same frequency. Might need to sort that out. But approach will be the 1320. Drag required. Senna, sorry about that. Qantas 244, we just lost internet connection there, but back with you, passing through 10,500.
Qantas 244, thanks. You're not yet showing up on the screen, but hopefully you will shortly.
Some drag to reduce speed. Ah, poo. Passing through 10,000, altimeter set to standard. 1012, 1012, 1012, checked. External lights come on.
Qantas 244, contact Melbourne approach on 132.0 today.
132.0, thank you so much for the ATC, have a good afternoon.
Cheers.
320. All my turn-off lights are on. Melbourne approach, g'day, Qantas 244 with you at 9,000. Melbourne approach, Qantas 244.
Qantas 244, good afternoon, Melbourne approach.
Qantas 244 is with you at 9,000.
Sorry, Qantas 244.
With you at 9,000, Qantas 244.
Qantas 244, descend to 5,000, expect the ILS
Descend
runway
5,000, expect ILS runway 27, Qantas 244. We've got a pretty steep approach ahead. (109.3 set, 109.3 set. Descent path is unachievable. We'll get there. Let's get our VREF speed. We'll be landing flaps 30, 134. Oh, it's gonna be tight. I wonder if we're gonna make it or not. Auto brake set to 2 for arrival. Engine mode selectors to continuous.
Qantas 244, descend to 4,000.
Descend 4,000, Qantas 244. We should be about 5 miles before Ep. We can descend for the next 1,000. So you're intercepting at 3,000. Intercepting Ep at 3,000. So we should be all good. Drag required after Ep. We already have drag. Flaps 1.
Qantas 244, descend to 3,000. From ending, you clear the ILS runway 27 approach. Report established.
Descend to 3,000, cleared ILS 27 approach, and Wilco, Qantas 244. Cleared to intercept the localizer. Approach checklist. Destination runway selected. Runway 27 ILS approach. All everything set in the MCP. VREF is selected. 134 flaps 30. Approach is selected and brief. Navigation radius is set 109.3 for the ILS. Course of 262 is set. Auto brake is set to 2, auto spoilers armed, engine start switches are set to continuous. Approach checklist is complete. Flaps 10. We'll go flaps 15 gear down when we intercept the glide slope. Okay, let's set airport up ahead. Set the final approach course. 262 set. Nearly intercepting the glide slope. We better capture that localizer before the glide slope, otherwise we've got a bit of a dip. Approach hold. Localizer captured, glide slope captured, there's that dip. Spoilers. Runway in sight. Qantas 244 established on the ILS runway 27.
Qantas 244, wind is 290 degrees at 17 knots from a...
Clear to land runway 27.
land.
Qantas 244. Gear down. Flaps 15. Flaps 30 set. My aircraft.
Approaching minimums.
Landing, continue.
Minimums.
Knots. Spoilers down. Flaps up. Auto brake disarmed. Take this exit. Approach Qantas 244, vacated runway 27 on November.
Qantas 244, taxi to the bay and cross runway 34.
Cross 34 and taxi to the bay, Qantas 244. External lights are off, taxi lights on. Mode selectors to off, APUs coming on. Flight directors are off. TCAS is coming off. we're joining onto Echo now. Left is clear, right is clear. Crossing 24. So we'll continue on Echo and we'll take it down all the way to Papa, and then we'll go to Tango and then taxi to the gate. Sierra, we take the next right onto Papa. This is Papa, this is us. Transfer the generators to APU. Okay, we can now shut down the engines. Get the jetway. Jetway is coming across. Opening the doors. Approach Qantas 244 shutting down at the gate. Thank you so much for the ATC. Have a good afternoon.
Qantas 244, yeah, you too, and see you next time.
Doors. Open, and then cargo. Hey, shut the fuel pumps. Leave that one on for the APU. Seatbelt signs can come off. Heat come off. Hydraulics off. Bleed or APU bleed can come on. Pressure valves and packs can come off. IRS can come off. Okay guys, that is it for today. Thank you so much for joining us on a flight from Sydney to Melbourne. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll catch you next time. Bye bye.